Did you know that the average person spends around 6 years of their life searching for lost items? That's a staggering amount of time wasted on things that don't even matter. We live in a world filled with distractions, clutter, and endless choices. In fact, research shows that too many options can lead to anxiety and indecision, causing us to feel overwhelmed instead of empowered. But what if there was a way to regain that lost time? What if you could simplify your life and focus on what truly matters? Enter minimalism, a lifestyle that prioritizes less over more. It's not just about decluttering your home, it's about decluttering your mind and your schedule too. In this video, we'll dive deep into how minimalism can help you save time. We'll explore powerful strategies that will transform your daily routine, from decision-making to time management. You'll learn how to say no without guilt and discover the art of focusing on what truly matters. Get ready to reclaim your time and live a more intentional life. Let's get started. Chapter 1. The time-saving power of fewer decisions. Did you know that the average person makes over 35,000 decisions a day? Whether it's picking out clothes or deciding what to eat, decision fatigue is real. According to a study by Columbia University, the more choices we make, the more our mental energy is drained, leaving us tired and less effective later in the day. This is where minimalism shines. By reducing the number of possessions and commitments, you automatically cut down the number of decisions you make. Fewer clothes mean fewer options, and fewer options mean quicker decisions. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He famously wore the same outfit, a black turtleneck and jeans, every day to eliminate the small but time-consuming choice of what to wear. Minimalism also extends to other areas of life, like meal planning. By simplifying your diet, you spend less time thinking about what to cook or eat. Minimalists often follow routines, such as eating the same breakfast every morning. That's not boring, it's practical. The real secret is how much brainpower you save for the big stuff. When your environment is clutter-free, your mind feels clearer. Studies show that physical clutter can lead to stress and decreased productivity. A Princeton University study found that visual clutter competes for your attention and makes it harder to focus. By embracing minimalism, you cut the noise, simplify your choices, and free up time and energy for things that truly matter. Time saved on small decisions can be reinvested in creative projects, learning, or even relaxing, which are much better uses of your mental resources. If you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more insights on how minimalism can transform your life. Chapter 2. Minimalist habits for maximum efficiency. Minimalism isn't just about owning fewer things. It's about adopting habits that make your life run smoother. Time is one of the most precious resources we have, and minimalists are excellent at protecting it. One great strategy is time blocking. Instead of letting your day get hijacked by random tasks, minimalists schedule everything. That could mean dedicating 1 hour to email in the morning and then avoiding your inbox the rest of the day. By focusing on one task at a time, you work more efficiently. In fact, a University of California study found that multitasking can reduce productivity by up to 40%. Another efficient habit is batching similar tasks together. Let's say you need to run errands. Instead of spreading them out over several days, try to do them all at once. This reduces travel time, decision-making, and the feeling of being constantly on the go. Minimalists also practice something called the 2-minute rule. If a task will take less than 2 minutes, do it right away. This keeps small tasks from piling up and becoming overwhelming. It's a simple habit that makes a huge difference over time. Prioritizing is another cornerstone of minimalism. Minimalists ask themselves, does this task align with my values? If not, they simply let it go. Author Greg McKeown calls this essentialism, focusing on the few things that really matter and letting go of the rest. This approach means you stop wasting time on low-value activities and focus only on what truly counts. By adopting these minimalist habits, you become more efficient, less stressed, and better at using your time for what really matters. Chapter 3. Decluttering your digital world. When we think of minimalism, we often focus on physical clutter. But digital clutter can be just as draining. Think about the last time you opened your email and felt overwhelmed by the sheer number of unread messages. The average person spends over 11 hours per week dealing with email alone, according to McKinsey Global Institute. Minimalists simplify their digital lives by decluttering their inboxes, apps, and social media. One strategy is unsubscribing from unnecessary email lists. If you don't read those newsletters, why keep them around? Tools like Unroll.me can help you mass unsubscribe in just minutes. This simple step can save hours every month. Another approach is setting clear boundaries for your digital time. Instead of checking email or social media constantly, minimalists set specific times for it. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology found that limiting social media use to just 30 minutes a day significantly reduced feelings of loneliness and depression. Less screen time also means more time to focus on real-life connections or projects. You can also declutter your apps. The average smartphone user has over 80 apps, yet only uses about 9 daily. By deleting apps you don't need, you reduce distractions and make your phone a tool, not a time waster. It's all about intentional use. Organizing digital files is another powerful strategy. A messy desktop or cluttered cloud storage can make it hard to find what you need quickly. Try categorizing files into clear, simple folders. Label them in a way that makes sense, so you don't spend extra time searching. Lastly, consider limiting your notifications. Constant dings from apps, emails, and social media pull your attention away from the task at hand. Minimalists turn off non-essential notifications to maintain focus and minimize distractions. By decluttering your digital world, you reclaim time, improve focus, and reduce stress. Plus, a simpler digital space makes everything feel lighter and more manageable. If you're enjoying this journey toward minimalism, make sure to subscribe for more tips and strategies. Chapter 4. The Art of Saying No. Protecting your time. Minimalism is not just about owning less, it's also about doing less. One of the biggest time wasters is overcommitting, and minimalists excel at saying no. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but learning how to say no protects your time and energy for the things that truly matter. Warren Buffett once said, "The difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything." It's a reminder that protecting your time is one of the best investments you can make. Minimalists are selective about where they spend their time because they know that not everything deserves their attention. A great strategy is to ask yourself, does this commitment align with my goals or values? If the answer is no, it's easier to decline. For example, if you're invited to an event that doesn't add value to your life, politely say no. This frees up your time for more meaningful activities like spending time with loved ones or focusing on personal growth. Another helpful approach is setting clear boundaries. Instead of saying yes to every meeting, request an agenda in advance to decide if your presence is necessary. Author Tim Ferriss recommends this tactic in his book The 4-Hour Workweek. He argues that most meetings are a waste of time and suggests attending only the ones that are essential. Minimalists also practice batching their social activities. Instead of having multiple coffee meetings throughout the week, they'll suggest meeting a few friends at once. This allows them to stay connected while saving time and energy. Remember, saying no isn't selfish, it's smart. It helps you prioritize what truly matters. By protecting your time, you free yourself from the pressure of being constantly busy and open up more room for the things that bring real joy and fulfillment. Chapter 5. Space for what matters. Minimalist time management. Time management is one of the core strategies in minimalism. It's about using your time in the most intentional way possible. Minimalists don't just focus on doing more, they focus on doing the right things. One simple yet powerful strategy is time blocking. Minimalists schedule their day in blocks of time dedicated to specific tasks. Instead of switching between tasks constantly, they focus deeply on one thing at a time. This method is backed by science. According to a study published in the journal Harvard Business Review, people who focused on one task at a time were 40% more productive than those who multitasked. Another minimalist time management technique is called single tasking. It's the opposite of multitasking and is all about giving your full attention to one task until it's done. This approach helps you get more done in less time while reducing stress. Minimalists also use the 80-20th rule, also known as the Pareto principle. This rule states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Minimalists focus on the 20% of activities that bring the most value, cutting out the rest. For example, if 20% of your clients generate most of your business, it makes sense to focus on them rather than spreading yourself too thin. A useful tool for time management is the two-list strategy by Warren Buffett. First, write down your top 25 goals. Then, circle the top 5. Everything else on the list? Avoid it at all costs until you've achieved those top 5. This helps you stay focused and avoid distractions. Minimalism also encourages the concept of buffer time. Instead of cramming your day full of back-to-back tasks, minimalists leave space in their schedule for downtime, reflection, or unexpected tasks. It's like having a safety net for your time. By focusing on high-value activities and avoiding distractions, minimalists manage their time with intention. This not only boosts productivity but also reduces stress and burnout. If you've enjoyed learning about how minimalism can transform your life, don't forget to subscribe for more valuable content. Embrace the journey of minimalism and watch how it enriches every aspect of your life.